man, you know? Biggest thing.
Where to start? We had a lot of issues. We qualified on pole for the class. First time running this class, I usually, if we had a problem with the car, would enter the race and try and sort out the problem for the modified production race. But we decided to run the campaign, the IP3 class. We qualified on pole, and we had some issues. We've been having some issues, but we're slowly sorting them out. So we were unable to start from the front, so we started actually from pit lane, dead last. And we won that race. We have 2 more races to go and we plan to win them.
The race was a little bit rough. We started at the back. We managed to pass all of the cars. Nicholas Barnes was in front. He was putting on the pressure, but then the car started to miss. But I want to say big up to my team. Ziggy, Scrunch, Wayne, Bashi, everybody trying to get the car back together. And they're going to see us in the next race. Big up.
We having a bit of a trying day today. We picked up the car about 3 o'clock this morning and dropped it to the track, which means no track time, no testing. We just installed a new brake system as well, so we have a pedal box in with direct braking without a booster. So we have to get adjusted to that in addition to getting some seat time. The day started off pretty encouragingly in some ways and difficult in others. We're having a huge alignment issue where we have some movement under the front end from a ball joint that is not behaving itself. A while ago in IP race 1, the car shut down after turn 6. The mechanics are checking out why right now. We expect that it should be something that is relatively easy to find out and figure out and resolve. And we'll be having a difficult day, but we'll be running as long as the car runs. So the motto that we have is, as long as the car is willing to drive, the driver has to do what the car can do. So the car is not at its best. We are going to develop it further. This is really the first full event for the car. But it's giving some trouble, but we're going to have all of that resolved. And in due course, this car will be a performer. So look out for us on track as we deliver some good performances in the future.
oil switch caught on fire. So we're going to fix that and go out in our second race.
Comfortable today. We're happy with the progression or evolution of the car. We've been running it since May, and getting more and more comfortable with it. There's a little more balance now and some air on it, and we're playing around with the suspension and stuff. That's pretty much it.
It was a good race. I mean, we just had to manage it, and put the pressure on. And
It looked like he was putting on a lot of pressure.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. More than he could handle, but he's gonna get better, and I hope the challenge is still there for the next two races.
Race 1 just finished. Ended up second. The race was good. Me and Colin battled it out for the whole race. I got him out the start, headed him up for the first 5-6 laps. He got by me right close to the end after I made a mistake. But overall, good racing, and looking forward to race 2.
The front stretch, top of fourth gear, just before I reach the corner, braking point, I tap on the brake and there was no brake. So after defensive driving, get a lower gear and pull the power brake so the body get in the tire barrier.
It was something else. This meet was, trying, very trying. First race, come out very competitive, car had a lot of power. That's the A86, and by the third lap, I realized I was cutting power and, never get to finish the race. But on the last turn to go up, the engine just failed. Some electrical issues.
Basically, me and the team right here has no sleep coming here. The car have some issues in terms of the shifting. We have some, I don't know what's wrong with the shifter. It would have been way better if the shifter was not giving us this problem, but let's see if we can make some recovery and go for the next one. We want to run 3 races for the day and get some valuable points that we missed.
Yeah.
So, let's keep our fingers crossed.
There you go. All right.
Coach said that.
What happened? What happened?
Yeah, we had a good. Jamie James' car is absolutely fast. You know, it reminds me of Andre Anderson's Evolution. So it's every time he shifts and I'm beside him and I feel the ignition cut, the blap, I can feel it in my chest. So you know, the car is definitely one of the fastest cars down the straightaway at Dover. But yeah, it was a good battle in the first race for sure. It was.
But try get as much as
You're watching Mad Vision Productions. Please click subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. You're watching Mad Vision Productions. Please click subscribe and hit the bell for notifications.
Alright, Subaru sign
same race. They restarted the race, and I think the back tire went in the oil and caused me to spin out, hitting the wall. So basically.
Well, first day back in what, 6 years or more. Shaking down the car, had a little bit of problems, gearbox issues, and finally had a little fire. So, car is not bad, but it's not ready yet. So we're back for October. We're not sure yet. There seemed like an oil leak somewhere. Really not sure. Yeah, so we're gonna check it out and rebuild for October. Was trying, but not for this race. We're out for the day.
That's it. I was in second place and shifting the car, and number one rod flew. Caused us to end the race meet for today. We have to build our next engine and come back October. We're looking forward to October because we're just fighting to the end.
Race meet was very successful to me. You qualify second on post and get a second. You know, you have some mechanical issues, but that you have to expect in race. And then around 4th in the next one, I think. And having a wonderful day. Yes.
So explain what happened.
We have a rough day. We finished the first race with some issues, some handling issues. We sorted that out. Went back out in race 2 and realized that we blew a valve. So right now we are basically out for the rest of the day. It's basically up to us again to just rebuild and come again for the next event. With this new setup that we are actually running right now, it's very potent. The car is very torquey and everything, so we just have some little handling issues to work out now to get it right. However, we'll be back for the next race meet. So we want to big up Mad Vision for cover in Dover. So big up MVP.
My car running okay, it's overheating a bit, and I was breaking up at first, but I qualified on pole for my IP class. I think I have a second in IP2 and a first in IP2. I have a third in MP2 and probably another third. I just came in from a third in MP2 as well, so it's going well. I'm very tired. Like I said, no rest. Running all the races. I went out in the Super Street class as well with RX-7. Started overheating as well. It's extremely hot here. The car is going through a battering. But it's a good meet. Thanks to JRDC. Thanks to my sponsors. Big up to all the sponsors.
I find that my traction bar broke. That's why the car been sliding so much. But I'll honestly say I had fun, a lot of fun. I achieved something that I wanted to achieve. I wanted to run a very good 30s time, and I did a 1:32 in qualifying this morning, which is very impressive for me. You know, so we're getting there. No, I'm out for the rest of the day. Due to the traction bar problem, I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to force the car to compete for the rest of the day. So I'm out. I'm out for the rest of the day.
Today's running well. We finally got the car. The past 2 race meets haven't been the best in terms of maintenance of the car, but today has been very, very well. I'm doing my quickest times. Every time I go out there, I get faster and faster. The car is handling well. It's reliable today. It's very fast. We got a fast engine, so I'm just getting used to everything. Today's the first day I'm driving it, and it's going well. And all the boys are cursing me today, so I'm very, very happy. The track feels good. I haven't driven a Dover in a while because of some trouble we've been having with the car. So yesterday we had some trouble. I broke the drive shaft and we broke the spline, the clutch and everything. So this morning we finally got it fixed, and my first day driving back again in a while. So the track is feeling good. I'm feeling confident and happy, so I'm good.
Big up to Mad March, and you guys have been making sure that drivers are highlighted, the sport is highlighted, and those who can't make it can still enjoy what is going on.
Kill them with you see it.
So far it's been a very uncompetitive day, but we managed to break the track record this morning doing a 1:15.7. So the car is in tip-top form. It's a pity that David, Doug and Christian aren't here, and then William suffered some damage this morning in qualifying. So just trying to just finish the day, get some maximum points so we can defend that Thundersport Championship. But last race should be fun. I think everybody's coming up for the last race, the last Thundersport and MP race, so we'll see what happens.
car.
Today we haven't gotten finished any races. First race, me and somebody else made contact, and in the rule of Super Street, once somebody makes contact, you have to come out of the race. Race 2, ruptured fuel line, so, and injector O-ring. So we corrected that, and we're going to go out there for race 3 and try and get the win. We're going to be coming from the back, and we're going to try and get the win.
Well, I want to tell right now, first and foremost, big up to the mechanic, Ricky. Pull off a major task yesterday, rebuild the engine. It wasn't a bad race at all. A bit challenging. The second race we had a bit of issue, gearbox issue. So we had to just take our time and finish that race. And I guess I'm going to just call it a day and not damage the box anymore. Yeah, oh, big up Mad Vision Productions, you know. Real quality videos. Yeah.
Well, it was a tough race meet. You know, we came into the race meet, we didn't get much practice, didn't look at the bike things jam west. In race 3, we had a half, ran through an oil patch and lost the front. Very close and tight race between myself, Seymour and Kai Reynolds. So, you know, we had a half there, got back up because I knew I had the speed. I knew what it takes to get back in the race. I had a little trouble starting the bike, but when I got back on, it was trouble.
Well, exciting day, even though the crowd and the competitors' numbers were down. Hats off to my brethren, Mr. Woon. Him talk the talk, but today him really deliver. You know, him come and give me a wicked beating in the second race. Unfortunately, he had a spill in the third. But this is what we want, close racing. Everybody was pretty much running the same time, 25s all day, 26s all day. This is what makes motorcycle racing interesting.
My first race, I started out a bit rocky, discouraged because Norman did put a beating on. Came back in, relaxed, went back to the drawing board and returned the beating to Norman. Yes, it was a very good event. I came out to try and stay ahead in points and I did succeed at doing that.
but there are workings going on, some firing strength. All the Caribbean riders, of course, you will see the return of riding.
There was an incident where, trust me, like, you know, you have to have some form of discretion when you're racing like this, you know. Coming up into the corner, a 3-car squeeze, and, you know, instead of having respect for another driver or him life or something, pushing him into the wall, you know, that you know, and I was just succumbed to, you know, I was actually got into the damage rate. I was in first contact, but, you know, end up hitting and damaging my car and hurting my leg for a little bit. But, you know, I'm good. But October I will be back, you know.
Well, in the first half, you know, you think all different ways because, you know, you just want to see him walk up from it. Just like the rest of the other two person, just want to see them walk out because we can deal with the car, but the physical injury, you know, we don't like that. Yeah.
Where to start? We had some issues. We won all 3 IP3 races. We started from the pit lane and won the first race. Then we started from the front and carried all the victories home. We ran in the last Thundersport race just to test the waters and to see where we are at with the car. Did some work and we seem to be going forward. So we're 2 seconds faster this meet. We got the team, Cutter, Courtney, Errol, Brem, the whole crew. It wasn't possible without them. I also want to pick up all my sponsors, Avis Jamaica, Victoria's Beauty Buffet, Baywater, Healthy Concepts Pharmacy, XC2E Communications.
Well, the interesting last race, and our throttle position sensor broke, but it was giving us some problems before, and then it broke completely. So we had absolutely no pedal, you know. So we're out of the race, unfortunately. But we sum it up. We had a good day. Considering where we're coming from, we're happy. Yeah, we had a good day. We're looking forward to evolving a little more and coming a little stronger for the next event. We had a safe day, thank God. We're glad that it appears that even though there were accidents, no one was injured. That's very important. And yeah, we're happy that we came through virtually unscathed.
Yeah, it was a fun last race. Started from the back of the pack and made my way up. But it's good to see the young guns. I saw Nicholas Barnes put some passes on a Senna and Colin pass with Oliver Townsend. You know, it's still be back in that pack, seeing the action. It was quite fun, and just to see what was happening in front of me. But you know, I mean, it's all in all, it's a lame race day on my part. But I'm sure William will be back, Doug will be back, and David says he might be come back for October. And I'm going to throw some words for Christian to get his beep here in October. But yeah, big up to Texaco, GB Energy. Thanks again. BD Greg, Royal Black Tires. Successful race day. Big up everybody.
When are you going to start racing bikes?
I don't know.
What's your race bike already?
Dirt bikes.
When do you want to start racing?
When I'm 16. And I have a bike and a car.
Kyle, you better start soon.